what Utah did in the second half. We just never were able to contain them, off the bounce, regardless of what the action was. 60 in the paint. They did it off drives, cuts, against our zone. It didn't really matter. They were pretty much living in the paint, and we just could not corral that all game long, even in the first half. And we paid the price for that. Offensively, it was disjointed, but still, if we brought a better defensive game, I think, you're in a better position to win in a tough environment and a tough place on the road. And we just weren't able to get enough defensive plays.
As for the early word on Jimmy's injury, though?
I don't have one, just basically what TD told you.
How challenging was the turnover piling up, plus the points off turnovers early, although you settled from it?
Yeah, we settled. That's not a great way to set the tone for the game. Our previous game, we had 10 turnovers for the game, and I thought that was one of the biggest drivers in us being in a position to win on the road. And then this one, before I even looked up, halfway through the first or second quarter, we already had 10 turnovers and just stacked it up from there. So it's tough to get into any kind of great offensive rhythm. There are probably 4 or 5 that are really deflating, pick sixes or just sloppy plays that led to easy baskets going down the other end. With that said, we gathered ourselves, and in the second half, it's a possession game for the majority of the game, and we just could not put together consecutive stops in a row to be able to control that thing. And then, offensively, there are definitely some things, we could have done better, the decision-making in the paint. I think our spacing broke down once we were able to drive, and this would have required more efforts, more intention offensively to get what we wanted instead of coughing up the first look that they really want us to get to, and that proved to be costly.
In that fourth quarter, it's interesting because it was in 2 different ways that their bench was impactful for them. Kelly first, and then George, finding that 3-ball stroke.
Yeah, Kale was really good in the first half, and then in the second half, even if he wasn't necessarily scoring a ton, he was breaking our defense down. He was collapsing our defense, and those can be deflating defensive plays, and then George, really caught fire. He changed the complexion of some of these pick and rolls just with his range and his ability to get to his spots and make us pay for whatever the coverage was. All right, thank you.